Hi friends, welcome to the Wild Side. I'm Steve Hall. The benchmark of a truly successful college career is a good job doing something you really like to do. The two young people you are about to meet want to spend their work days doing such things as camping, hiking, rock climbing, canoeing or kayaking, and inspiring children to love the outdoors. They were hired as interns in the Tennessee State Park Seasonal Interpretive Ranger Program. We went on an overnight paddling trip with these two future ranger candidates and found their work environment to be more exhilarating than even they expected.
I am an SIR with Tennessee State Parks.
I'm a seasonal interpretive ranger for Henry Horton State Park.
Plans are in place for a peaceful passage from Henry Horton State Park to a campground.
One of the big programs that we like to offer is an overnight canoe or kayak trip. This would be the second one that we've ever done. It's a brand new program.
And these two interns, Lee Gardner and Todd Childress, will be helping lead the way.
Here at the parks, we like to help people get close to nature as quickly as they can and as safely as they can.
The caveats to that is you have to have enough staff to go with you. So it's critical that we have the seasonal interpretive rangers go with us. They help us keep a look on everything, help to ensure that everything's done safely and correctly.
I'm doing this because I love it. I love being out here. I love teaching. I love teaching kids. I love teaching kids about being outdoors. I love explaining to the public why it's important to maintain these lands that we have.
The river respite is just a routine part of the job. But by now, Lee and Todd have come to understand the importance of expecting the unexpected.
Anything can happen. It's a natural feature, and we have no control of that as human beings. We like to think that we can control everything, but out here in nature, it's up for grabs, you know?
Right now, rain seems to be the only significant threat to the trip. The Duck River is a very serene and popular stream for canoes and kayaks, well known as one of the most biologically diverse waterways in the world.
I like the peace and quiet of it. We're out here right now, you can hear the crickets, you can hear the birds, there are fish jumping, there are water snakes moving through the water, and everything about this is just very serene and very peaceful and calming to me.
Not everyone has the opportunities to come out here and enjoy nature like I do every day. And so I like to help them get close to it and experience it and just enjoy it as much as I do.
Got rapids coming up.
But sometimes getting a little too close to nature can turn a leisurely adventure into an adrenaline rush.
In this case, we had an incident fairly early in the float where there was a submerged branch due to high water on the Duck River. And we had some canoes get pinned by the branch. So I had a GoPro camera mounted on my chest.
Watch out! Up here on the right, there's a down log.
Just to get documentation of the float. And we had some really good footage of the incident happening with the canoe getting pinned by the branch.
Try to stay to the left of it. Nope.
Two of the canoes have been stuck, but they weren't flipped yet. And there was two little bitty girls, maybe 6 or 7 years old, and then another canoe with another little girl, maybe 7 years old.
All right, chill, hang tight. I got you.
I instantly jumped out of my kayak to go try to help them out.
And I see Mike just like launch out of his kayak as this canoe is flipping over, and the kayak is floating down the river, and he's running to this canoe, and the girls are under it, and he grabs down, he brims them up, he's got two girls in his arms, he's like walking to the shore.
Okay. You guys okay? All right.
And I go out and I grab the other little girl, and I've got her in her arms, and the tiny ones that Micah grabbed, they were okay. They were, soaking wet, but they were fine other than that.
Working together, Michael, Todd, and Lee help another canoe navigate past the fallen tree. Seconds later, an incoming kayaker is also drawn into the branches and flips into the water.
It was just one of those things, like if you're gonna go on a canoe trip, you might flip, and it's part of being on the river and life experiences. Were you in a canoe when it tipped over?
Yes.
Will you tell me about that?
When it tipped over the log, I actually started to hit my head a little bit,
Oh,
and then we flipped over.
Did it hurt you?
Just a little bit.
Yeah?
Not too much.
Who came to get you?
You.
I did? Okay. Were you scared?
Just a little bit.
Yes. Are you better now?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you're better for it? Do you think it made you a stronger person?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you think if you went canoeing again, you would be afraid to tip over?
No.
No, because you already did it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you think you'd want to go canoeing again?
Yeah.
With just about everybody already wet, it was a good time to get in the water on purpose. After a little swimming, the journey toward the campground resumed, at least for a few minutes. The sky sends forth a loud and ominous warning. The rain begins to pour, and the paddlers head back to shore. But like a crew of seasoned sailors, no complaints are heard from these weekend warriors. Of course, not all adventures involving seasonal rangers are filled with such challenges. Most of their work involves children.
We have the opportunity to take out these kids in these parks and do activities they might not normally get to do. So we do rappelling, rock climbing, canoeing, kayaking, cave crawls, creek crawls, nature hikes, tree identification, track identification, all these really nice things that if your parents like to do those things, that's great, but a lot of the time they don't have the training or the education that the SIRs and the rangers have.
Every little boy I talk to, I was like, so do you want to be a park ranger now? And it's always an overwhelming yes.
And in fact, about 90% of Tennessee's park rangers are selected after serving in the SIR program.
Being an SIR is an extremely competitive program, and it's easy to get frustrated with the process because you go through a lot of interviews, but if it's meant for you and it's your passion like it is mine, then stick with it and you'll land a role.
The paddle from Henry Horton State Park to the campground typically takes about 4 hours, but today it's taken closer to 6. The seasonal rangers help get everything going, from the fire
And then the doors should line up with
to the tents. The events of the day will be conversation for tonight and stored up as memories for stories to tell many years into the future.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I feel pretty good. I think everyone's really tired, and I understand that. We paddled a long way today and for a long time. But after we get dinner settled and everyone's already set up their camps, we might sing some camp songs tonight. We'll do dessert for sure. We'll hit the sack and do it again tomorrow morning.
As we wrap up our overnight adventure, Lee is preparing for graduate school after getting her degree from Middle Tennessee State University. And Todd is getting close to graduation from the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. You can go to our website, wildsidetv.com, for more information on the SIR program and how to apply. Capsized canoes remind us of the importance of wearing flotation devices every time we're on the water. And you can see that going out with the rangers is a great way for inexperienced paddlers to learn while knowing that well-trained people have got your back.